Hey everybody, how you doing? Just testing the mic here. Give me a second. All right, here we are. Hello everybody. Almost have a voice back. It's getting there, slowly but surely. Hey Tony, how you doing? Good to see you. Thought I'd do a little bit of power washing. I got some of my homework done. Done. So yeah, let's power wash. So yeah, I thought I'd continue this. Have a little free time. Want to just kind of chill after a long, frustrating day. So I thought, why not? Yeah, this voice will not go away, and I'm not a big fan of it. It sounds like I don't know. It's just gravelly, and I just want to go back to normal. But I got some tea here. It's nice and hot, and hopefully that will soothe the throat. A positive note here, I get to power wash, and that's really cool. I also found something else. This is really cool. For the last couple episodes, I've been frustrated about the controls, and wouldn't you know it, down here in the bottom right, and then the top left, you can choose. It sounds like a late night radio. I don't know I don't know what host you've been watching, or listen, I should say. Voice for radio, face for radio. Hope not. But up top left here, you can change the control panels. So it was on modern, which was the new version, and I can switch it to classic, which is the one I've been so used to. So I'm super excited about that. So I can duck by hitting the push button. So I'm really happy. And so let's get back to one of my jobs. I wasn't finished one of the jobs there. Where was it? It was Art Deco Home. That's what it was. Yeah, we got to finish this job here. Continue the job. But it was a fun talk we had with Doc yesterday, and learned a lot. Oh man, we could have talked a lot more. Oh, there's the Art Deco house. There we go. We could have talked a lot more, and it was oh good, it's there. It was just good chatting and getting to know his perspective on things, running a business. I was very curious. One of the questions I asked, I was extremely curious about because thank you. Well, thank you, Tony, for tuning in. It was nice to see not just the usual gang, which is always awesome, but also see some other people who are familiar with Doc. And sorry. Still getting used to things here. It was good to see people who are familiar with Doc and to join us. But one of the things that I was really curious about, since, having to deal with the AT-AT driver costume and all the shenanigans, we'll just say, with working with prop builders. I mean, and independent prop builders, like Doc. And Doc has this level of professionalism that I really appreciate, more so than some of the Star Wars prop builders we've had to deal with. So it was good seeing his perspective as a prop builder. It's just a small business sort of deal, and getting his perspective on it. So there we go. There we get a little soap here, a little soapy soap. And just getting his perspective on things. So, yeah, that was really cool. And I actually dug his opinion on Ghostbusters 2016. We could have talked a lot more about just everything. And we talked off air, and he treats it like a business. Exactly. It's amazing. It's amazing how things work when you treat it like an actual professional business. And the things he said makes sense as a business, but you'd be surprised how many prop builders do it. They're doing it, the side hustle, but they want the success, but don't want to do what it needs to take to make it a success. So it's kind of frustrating to see. Oops, that's not what I want. I forgot how about. Oh, there it is. That's what I want to do. So yeah, so it's a bit. It was good to talk to him. And off air, when we were chatting, we were like, we got to get you back on. We want to talk more stuff. So and he was very open to the ideas in the future. So you get what you put into it. Exactly. So yeah. So hopefully we'll get him on again real soon, and have another wonderful talk. And it was interesting because I had before the show started, you were just getting all the things ready, and got his video ready. And I have never seen what he looks like. It's funny because how do I turn this off? I have never seen what the guy looks like. And there he is. And I'm like, okay, let's take a group picture here. And it's like, nope, no group picture. Nope, can't be seen. I was like, I totally respect that. I thought that was pretty neat. So need to keep it under his hat. There we go. That's what I want to do. Ooh, what's this? Is it troglodyte or troglobite? What is that? That's prehistoric animal. I think this has got to be it's got to be like a hint or something like that, don't you think? He's very private. I respect the privacy. Totally get it. You don't want your work life mixing in with your hobby life sometimes. I've been, as a teacher myself, and I think I said this in the past. Hang on. What am I doing here? I've totally forgotten how to do some of this. It's been so long. As a teacher, sometimes I have to keep a private persona in a lot of cases, protect not just me, but my students as well. So this is super important. There we go. Look at that. All clean. Is that clean? Yes, it is. I'm liking the soap. I'm digging the soap. It makes it fun to just kind of clean off. But anyways, so that was a good little chat with him, and we'll do it again in the near future. And I've got to work on a video, hopefully this weekend, for his belt, because we did a review on the belt and put it to the test at the toy show last weekend. I've just got so much stuff to do. Oh my God, this year is just like an endless pile of crap I have to work on my real job, and also personal stuff as well. So. He talked about doing the second episode, and he was hinting. I like that he was hinting that we were mentioned in it. That's really cool. That's really neat. So somehow Bullseyes and Tail Rider will be somewhat mentioned. I've already got like a backstory to Bullseye, and it's not like I've dressed up. I didn't dress up at all. Sorry. I didn't dress up at all on the Vancouver Comic and Toy Show. I had so many other costumes, and like I said, I wasn't really keen on doing it this turn around. But it was funny just kind of planning the idea of who Bullseye is and where he came from and the nickname and all that sort of stuff. And I kind of took the idea from Booster Gold. If you remember the superhero, he was a football star who kind of ran into some bad times. And for Bullseye, the idea is he got his name because of his accuracy of his quarterback throws, and kind of living vicariously through his high school days, like Al Bundy, but can't get through life on a football scholarship. He has an injury that takes him out, and life kind of changes for him, and now he's got to get back to doing an actual job that doesn't involve throwing a pigskin. And so I decided that either a couple things. One, he could be like, okay, let's get a job, try to find a whole bunch of jobs that just don't click in, and then all of a sudden he runs into some Ghostbusters, and his accuracy for chucking the trap is actually quite an asset for the gang. Because when we play the actual video game, I seem to pinpoint the trap throws, which I really dig. So I thought, that's how I originally got the name Bullseye. So, wait, where's the beam gone? Hey, where did the beam go? Hey, something's changed. Wasn't the beam keeping the volcano in check? Well, we got lore, folks. The beam's gone. Yeah, wasn't it keeping the volcano in check? Hey, hang on. There's the volcano over there, I think. Uh-oh. We got lore, folks. We got lore. I thought with this, the history of Bullseye as well, just kind of the idea of maybe he was haunted by a ghost when he was younger, but I thought, I don't want to get too far into it. I like the idea that, for example, Winston, he doesn't have a history of ghosts. He doesn't have a history of understanding how they work or what they are. He just likes to get in dirty and get the job done. And that's what I respect about Winston. He doesn't understand a lot about the science, but damn, he knows how to do his job. And so I thought maybe that's what Bullseye would be like. Just like he's reliable, got a good arm, accurate. And I'm kind of like that. Like when I was playing hockey, my passes were on point. It wasn't like a hard pass, but man, I had good hand-eye coordination. And to earn a paycheck, exactly. You gotta earn that money. And a little bit of like self-promotion too, like we do with the podcast. So you got a little bit of that happening as well. Like he wants to promote himself, get the Bullseye line, and that's where the Booster Gold stuff comes in. Booster Gold, his whole story is like the superhero. He was a football star, big, huge football star, but was caught betting on his own games, very Pete Rose-like, and he shamed himself in the process. Couldn't get a job. Ended up being a security guard at a museum for superheroes, and he decides, you know what, I'm going to steal some of the stuff. He steals like a Legion ring. He steals a suit, and he time travels back to a time where nobody knows who he is, and he can make a name for himself as a superhero with all his gadgets and gear. And that's what he does. He's pretty much a thief, and Superman actually discovers who he is. But in the end, he is kind of like, you know what, you're a good guy. You made the wrong choice, but your heart's in the right place. And that was Booster Gold's storyline. Whereas Bullseye, he's not into anything criminal. He's got a good heart, sometimes a bit of a doofus, a bit loud. I'm not really loud myself. I am a doofus, but a little bit of self-promotion at the same time, though. And I kind of like involving all those different storylines. Why I'm doing this is just stuff I think about when you're taking a shower or whatever. You're just kind of goofing around. It's just like, well, what type of guy's Bullseye? You're playing that character when you're playing the video game, sort of thing. So anyway, which way, that's the story of Bullseye. Maybe I can play around with a little bit more. I don't have a proton pack, and part of me, when I was listening to Doc talk about proton packs and gear and stuff. He's a good guy. Bullseye's a good guy. Bit loud, bit goofy, stuck in the 80s, stuck in his heydays, always thinking about his youth, and that's a little bit like me, always thinking about the 80s and all the good times and stuff. But he's got a good heart and knows what to do and works hard. And I think that's pretty accurate to me. But what was I talking about? I forgot what I was talking about, but dang it. Oh yeah, it's just one of those. Oh yeah. So when he was talking about gear and creating all this stuff, like Ray and Egon know how it is when the streetlights told us to go home. I remember those days. Yep, totally. When Ray and Egon, they know about the science part of it, and I was thinking, well, I don't have a proton pack, but maybe is it possible to build like a trap pack? Because I was watching everybody have fun at the toy show, and they were it was fun, and having a proton pack's a lot of fun. It's just so expensive, and maybe there's something I can make regarding proton I hold the ghosts kind of thing. Maybe that's my job. It's got to look homemade. It's got to look necessary. And I don't know. Oops, hang on. Where do we go here? extend this again? No. I forgot how to extend this. There it is. That's what I want to do. And anyway, sorry. Thought about making a what do you call it? A ghost trap pack, and I thought about using an old vacuum cleaner and just kind of messing it up and greebling it up. I don't know if that's a. Oh, hang on. Hang on. What am I doing here? It seems to be. Is this it? No. No. Is this it? No. There we go. That's what I want. Holy smokes. Welcome to the club, Rob. Sorry, I missed that last one. For sure, a pack with a bunch of traps on it. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool, too. Because you run into those situations where they got lots of ghosts to fight, and where are you going to contain them? So if you kind of have you're the Sherpa carrying all the traps and stuff, all the captured ghosts, lock it in, and then move on to the next group of ghosts to get rid of. There's potential there somewhere. Rotate. All right, rotate. Here we go. Boop. There we are. Get on up. Oh, I want to raise it. No, I want to raise it. I want to raise it. There we go. I can't. There we go. That's not what I want. Does that reach? No, I don't think it reaches. Oh well. Ah! I'm struggling with these pieces here. How about we just get right there? There we go. Oh, I see window there. It's going to be good. But anyways, there you go. Because the ecto-ordinates, they all have their different types of groups. And I'm definitely a trap guy. I definitely like the catch. That's my thing. I'm not into leading it because I don't know enough about it. In real life, as a teacher, obviously you take on that leadership role because you're the teacher, right? But I don't like I don't like being admin, for example. It's just not something I would want to be. I like being in the front lines, and doing the job and hopefully doing the job well. That's at least I hope. All right, let's go over here now. Let's clean this side. Okay, or not. Hang on, where's my ladder? Boop. I'm gonna put the ladder here. Anyways, Tony, how you doing, bud? How are things going for you? Good old soapy. I'm really enjoying this game. Some people have already finished it. Yeah, Jamie seems to be more the organizer of the whole thing. He knows he kind of got the love started again, and so we got Ryan and Ree and those guys joining, and now we got Scott, our friend Scott Brammer, who's kind of joined in on the fun too, which is awesome. And also one of our older friends returning. You may know him as Van Awesome. I think that's how it was his name online. So Jamie and those guys were friends before I came along, and he was gone for a while. He was out in Ontario. Now he's come back to Vancouver, and they picked up the friendship again, which is really cool. So I've gotten to know him a little bit more. Super nice guy. We all went for dinner one time, and he's super awesome person. So, and like I said, those guys knew him beforehand, and they were super excited. So, yeah, yeah. Well, with Scott being the photographer, oh my God, it's so helpful because we're taking pictures in the Vancouver Toy Show, and I was like, okay, Scott, I need some assistance here. Where can I point? Where should we stand? What should we do here? And he gave me some great tips, and I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. One of the big things he suggested over the weekend was we had 2 sets, which is rare for the Vancouver Toy Show. One was One was very dark, which was the carbonite chamber thing, and the other one was on the bridge of a ship. For some reason, I'm blanking on the ship. But anyways, it was on the bridge of a ship. It was very light, and we had the stormtroopers on the bridge, and all the dark characters like Jawas in them on the darks one, and it was just like, how about we switch it up? Put the dark characters in the light spot and put the light characters in the dark spot. The contrast will help. I'm like, of course, it makes sense. All makes sense now. So, and that's what he did. The pictures turned out quite well. It was very helpful. We just recently had one of the pictures I took make the front cover of the Starfleet, or not Starfleet. What do you call it? Starfighter. Page. Okay, here we go. What am I doing here? What does that say? Sorry, because yeah, good ideas. Yeah, it is a good idea. It's nice to have a good eye for these sort of things. So I keep falling off. You know what? I'm going to grab you. Let's put you here. I don't know. They did mention the squadron, which is I think that's all you really needed. Kestrel Squadron. Fun fact, I learned this a while back. They called the team Kestrel Squadron. Kestrel after the bird, right? It was cool. That's kind of cool, right? I was listening to an etymology podcast, and etymology is the study of words and the history of words. Like how do words evolve and change, and where do they come from? And I learned that the Kestrel, it was not its first name. It's not the traditional name. The Kestrel is known as a windfucker. And the term, because the whole episode was about swear words, and the term fuck means to rapidly hit or move. So the Kestrel was called a windfucker because its wings would rapidly move in the air. It would beat the air, so it would fly. So when I told my friends that Kestrel Squadron could be known as the Windfuckers, it was just like, oh, that is so cool. I mean, that wasn't the intention, but now that sticks. And I actually nicknamed my car Windfucker 9. When my son's around, it's called the Kestrel 9. But I nickname it the Windfucker 9. Because, am I swearing? Oh, no, that was a traditional name of a Kestrel. So, yeah, so we are the Windfuckers. It's not official. That's what I call it. But that's how I named my car, too. 9 after 9 none. So, Windfucker 9. Because we all have call signs. Oh, hang on. We got stuff here. How do, Dirt Finder? It's been a while. Have a big job for you. Giant, in fact. A billboard with the greatest announcement in the history of our country. Ooh, that's a lot. I love a billboard. Great idea to clean. New job. Yeah, the vanity plates ain't going to happen, no. I'm fine with my own vanity plate that I have. It's just a GXW. But can you imagine? He's an ass man. Yeah, so... Oops, there we go. Rotate. Wow, it's slippery. For some reason, it's slippery. Why am I up in the air? Look. I'm up in the air. There's nothing... What is going on here? I'm floating. I think it thinks I'm on the ladder right now. That's so weird. Let's see if I go... Oh, yeah, I think it thought I was on the ladder. It's a new game. There's going to be glitches. I've already heard there's a few glitches. Not too bad. I haven't really noticed any glitches except for that one right there, and that's not really a big deal. That was really weird. But the Kestrel Squadron all have call signs. So your Kestrel 1, Kestrel 2, Kestrel 3, depending on what time you join. So the first Kestrel person, I can't remember who was the first one. I don't know if it was. I think it was Terry, and I think he was one of the main people who started Kestrel Squadron, or at least the group. And so he would be Kestrel 1, and then the second person to join would be Kestrel 2. Again, I don't remember what the order was, but I do know my order. I was the 9th person, and it was an awesome coincidence because I was Nyan Nunn, who is a pilot of the Millennium Falcon, so he became Kestrel 9. Just, it was great. It was nice coincidental timing because there was another person who was wanting to join and get her costume ready, and I thought she beat me, but she's like, no, I haven't got my costume approved yet. And I was like, okay, I'm Kestrel 9. It's official. Nyan Nunn, Kestrel 9. But 10 Nunn, who's another pilot, that doesn't count. So I'm just Kestrel 9 because I'm already got one costume as a pilot. It doesn't count if you get a second one in there. So you can have more than one pilot costume, but you're still just the one Kestrel. So I'm Kestrel 9. Good timing. Nice coincidence. So I'll take it. So that's why I nicknamed my car Windfucker 9. It's good. I love it. How do I... Oh, there it is. I forgot how to rotate it. I was complaining that I want to go back to the traditional way of using these tools, and I forgot how to use the traditional way. It's been a long time. It's not bad. I like it. I think it slaps, as the kids say. So, you know what? What's funny? 6-7 hasn't been said as much lately. It's still there. I left the school today, and there was a volleyball game, and some kid put on the scoreboard before the game started, 67 home, 67 away. So it's still there somewhere, but it's dying out for sure, which is good. I love the fact it's dying out. I hope it has a horrible, quiet death. Score. What was the score? It was 67-67. All right. You know what? I'd rather have 67 than 69. Not kidding. I don't like having to have that discussion. It's bound to die out. It's just is, because it's nonsensical. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and these memes don't last very long. Skibbity. I don't hear anybody say skibbity more, except today. I heard somebody say skibbity, and one kid actually say, "Did you just say skibbity?" Like out of like disgust. It's like, oh, we don't say that anymore. Oh God, gatekeepers of the language. It's funny, though. It's just funny watching kids go through the whole memes and such, just kind of what's cool, what isn't. I remember as a kid, there were certain words that we would use and not use. I remember was a big one. Like if someone got in trouble, you shame your finger. Like you're rubbing two sticks of wood together, and you go because you did something naughty, and you go What was some other words that I used as a kid? Oh, awesome, cool, but those weren't like meme things. They were just, where's the beef? We did that a lot. I would say that's for me the first meme that I remember. Is where's the beef? Before memes were called memes. I wonder how old the word meme is, because it's fascinating. I find memes fascinating. It's a way to communicate, for people to find inside jokes, to communicate. What was that word that video had? It was a Yiddish word that represent. It was a word that binds people and connects people in a group. Based on a verse in I believe the Bible or something like that, or Old Testament, you knew he was one of us if he said this word properly. It'll come to me. It was based on that video I saw. What's that? Oh my God! What's that? Actually, not from the Scary Movie so much, but from the Budweiser, right? And then Scary Movie just ran with it for a little bit. But oh God, that was huge in the 90s. Totally forgot about that. I still say that every once in a while. God dang. And I remember when people have started hating it. And it's just, I don't say them. That's so uncool. Yeah, I'm still saying it. I don't give a care. Voila. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it ran its time. There was a point where it's just like, dude, okay, that's enough. Make Saturday Night Live would have a lot of meme-worthy moments, like the copy guy making copies. I mean, it's Rob Schneider, but you know, say what you want. But still, the copy guy. I watched the scary movie at the beginning of October and I remembered all about it. Cowabunga, dude. I never used Cowabunga, but I know some people who did. Yes, that was just past my time of like I never got into Turtles, but I was just I just left high school at that point and just starting my exploration into the adult world. But I guarantee you it was said a couple times for sure. I remember hearing people say that. Cowabunga, dude. Totally radical. Oh, Bill and Ted. Excellent. You know, definitely Bill and Ted had an influence. Mike Myers and anything from Wayne's World. We're Not Worthy. What happened? Did you fall off that road? I don't remember that. What happened to fall off that road? I don't recognize that one. We're Not Worthy. Yep, that was very much used a lot. We're not worthy. We're not worthy. I don't know if I really want to like get on my knees and bow, but it was used a lot. It was funny because we were joking about how often we still say Simpsons quotes, and how much when we say a Simpsons quote, take a drink, and we must have said like 8 or 9 within the hour, and it was just like, oh my god, we do say it a lot. Okay, okay, sorry. Yeah, fall off that the grown-up road. Yeah, I can officially say I'm grown up. I pay bills, so, but I don't. I ride parallel to the road. How's that? I'm off road. Yeah, don't have a cow, man. I never said that. I remember that was being popular, but I never said it. Simpsons were there's probably tons of Simpsons stuff that we still memed, very meme worthy. Oh, I missed all this. Look at all this I missed. How did I miss all this? Yeah, definitely. Where's the beef? That was done to death. Where's the beef? I'm trying to think of some other ones. What you talking about? I said that today. What you talking about? I said to a student today. What you talking about, Willis? Because I had no idea what this kid was trying to say, and I just looked at it. What you talking about, Willis? They didn't know. I understand all the Star Wars quotes for sure. They had no idea what I was talking about. What you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. Tubular? I never said tubular. I recognize it for sure. That sounds like another turtleism. Image check. Malcolm, did you ever watch the Turtles Christmas special? I've heard about it. I've seen like the Angry Video Game Nerd. Chill? Yeah, chill was a common word. I remember saying chill. I now say chill Winston from Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. I still use that term. Oh man, I gotta think of a movie I want to watch. That's kind of, I'm thinking about that one possibly. I gotta be in the right mood. It's I love that movie, but I don't know if it's the right time to watch the movie to review. I haven't quite decided yet. I've got a couple movies in mind. Because we're doing Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I just finished watching it. It was interesting. I haven't seen that movie since probably like maybe a year or two after it came out. And I'm not going to go into it. We're going to talk about the podcast tomorrow, but it sure was interesting. Sure was interesting. That's not fully a kid's movie. I came to realize. Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Turtles Christmas Special is talked about as much as Star. Yes, yeah, I would agree with that. That's what I've heard as well. I think Star Wars is a little more infamous, and Turtles is a little more schlocky and it's like just a money grab, but still both really bad. Yes, that is, I think, a key factor in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. The fact you had Bugs and Mickey, Donald and Daffy, and you just had all these major characters from a bunch of different studios. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, it's going to be interesting talking about that because I was working for Disney Store, and this was a movie that we talked about quite a bit, if I remember correctly. It was a big deal seeing those two people on the same screen. And even as I'm watching a movie, you're thinking their job, the studio's job, is to protect their property. So you watch this Daffy and Donald having a battle on the piano. Nobody wins. It's a very dark film. Yes, it's a very dark film. Nobody wins in that battle because you don't let one over the other. You can't say, well, Walt's better than Looney Tunes and yada yada yada. I just realized Marvin the Martian wasn't in that movie. Huh. At least I don't think he was. Don't remember seeing him. I don't know if I missed him. There was so much going on. There's like Harvey. I was surprised I saw Harvey cartoons in there. But I didn't see like Richie Rich. I just saw the Harvey clown. And there might have been the odd other character as well, but yes, you have to have equal screen time for sure. No one gets more screen time than the other. They're they're using a stopwatch, right? They're probably clocking it like, oh, it's okay. Technically, Bugs was on there for 0.5 second longer, so we need you to put Mickey on, like, have him fall a little slower than Bugs on the parachute, and the punchlines. We gotta make sure they have equal amount of time on the punchlines. Same screen time, words. What's up, Doc? Is a word? I think that's a word. So we get that. What's up, Doc? All right. So Mickey, you got 4 words now. Your turn. God damn. Just protecting themselves. And you know that they would do it again today, right? It's funny to see, like, it's cool when you see studios not be so concerned about protecting their name. Like, I remember when what was it, Robot Chicken came out, and allowing George Lucas to poke fun at himself as well as some of the Star Wars characters and Star Wars fans, which was really funny. It's just like it's cool. Okay, this guy has a good sense of humor. I like that. When you see George Lucas having a little fun at himself, then it's just like, okay, that's cool. That's cool. There we go. It's coming along nicely. Look at this. This house looks nice. This looks like a Walt Disney Animation Studio right here, doesn't it? It has very much Walt Disney vibes. Okay, how are we doing here? Oh, was it 2 more days till Halloween? Oh, God. Part of me just wants to be sick that day. I just don't want to be able to I can't come to work, I'm sick, but a part of me is just like, I have a costume I know the kids will love. I really want to wear the costume for the kids. Maybe wear it for the morning and then just throw up in the afternoon. There we go. We'll clean. Clean. Sweet. But then there's the times they should be protecting their IP, like Microsoft not doing something about ICE using Halo. Really? I was not aware of that. Interesting. Yeah. I know, like, there's music groups that don't want people, certain politicians or certain people using their song for whatever. And hey, I think they have all that right to protect it themselves from, whoever. Insert politician here. I'm not going to get political, but yeah, it's important that some people have to protect it because it could go sideways real quick. Certain songs become synonymous with certain people, and they may not want that to happen. So either party may not want that to happen. There we go. Look at this. Look at that door. That's a clean door.
Yeah, that right there is a clean door. Hey, Homer, what do you think about my door? That's a pretty clean door, don't you think, Homer? I pee freely.
All right, let's go here. Oh, that's awesome. Is that the knocker is part of the door? Are these
Nice knockers.
I think that's all part of the door. Oh, look at you can see the reflection. That's pretty cool. Can't see myself, but man, if they did that, that'd be awesome. Yeah, the graphics are really nice. I'm digging the graphics here. Every once in a while, there's a butterfly floating in front of me. The soap graphics, like, look at this. It's just like, from a distance, it doesn't look like much. But when let's just soap it up here, and then we'll take a look at how detailed that soap is. Let's move in closer. Let's move in for a closer look. Look at it float down. That is so cool. And then when you wash it off, when it comes down the window, look at the rippling. That's beautiful. That's so beautiful. I love that. That is awesome. Some people have already beaten the game within 2 days. And man, if I had that time, I would love to. I'd really love to. But this is I'm enjoying just taking my time with this one. There seems to be a lot of cool stuff. And I can see the replayability. The realism is unreal. It's so real, it's unreal. I can see myself doing a lot of replayability on this one. Some quick playthroughs and some just take your time, as I said, and just kind of just casually just wash something. And one day, when and if I get my own place, and when and if I get my own power washer, I'm going to be so greatly disappointed when I actually do power washing. This isn't like the video game. I'm all wet. It's everywhere. There's water everywhere. How big is the game, and do you think they'll have... Yes, they've already talked about add-ons already. They have actually a schedule. Now, I don't remember the schedule, but they've got add-ons ready to go, just like in the first one. So they are going to expand for sure. I mean, the original game had so many additions to it. And some IP stuff, like they had SpongeBob SquarePants, and they had Halo, and they had... Was it Halo? No, it wasn't Halo. It was Warhammer. And they had a lot of different expansions, which I really dug. Again, I'd love to see, like, a Star Wars version. Oh my God, can you imagine? This is popular enough, I think you can get some Star Wars stuff in here. Clean and AT-AT. Holy mama. Oh, and Malcolm, that picture of that AT-AT is really cool, by the way. I saw the one where they built that scale model AT-AT in Winnipeg. That was awesome. Now let's clean it. Yeah, that was a really cool picture. If they had levels like that, it would be lots of fun, I think. I'm still waiting for the Waterpark Simulator announcement to be released as well. I want that to hopefully come to the PlayStation soon. Okay, we got a message. It's okay, peeps. Data suggests that all's well on Mount Rushless. No seismic activity whatsoever. Okay, that's good. I have a feeling that is a little premature. Thanks, son. Good to know. Don't be late tonight. Aunt Doris is round. We've got meatloaf. Oh, love how he's got all caps. Uncle Leonard's got all typing in all caps again. Take the computer away from him. Nice touch. Nice attention to detail. Yes. I'll definitely take a peek there. I haven't had a chance to check too deep into the folder because it's been super busy. So hopefully I'll get a chance this weekend to look into it. But I did see that one picture of the AT-AT you sent me, and that looks really cool. That's a lot of money you guys raised for animal charity. That's really cool. There we go. Look at that. Oh, Stopey. This is cool. There's underneath this wall I'm working on right now is like a disco sort of mirror wall, little squares and stuff. So let's watch it and see it. See, look at that. That is really cool. That's really neat. There you go. It's funny, the soap kind of settles in a pixelated way as well. If I replayed this level, would the beam still be on, or would it permanently be off now? Path is done. First window frame. Okay, I think it's this part here. I haven't finished that part yet. Shout out for Whisker Warriors Manitoba. Might do a costume and cats photo shoot sometime. That'd be awesome. A lot of animals don't like stormtroopers. They can't see the face. I remember we did a SPCA event, and the dogs were not a fan of us. They they just kept their distance. There we go. That's done. We are. Get a little under there. Just enjoying this. This is lovely. And I'm just kind of thinking about what I have to do tomorrow. I got a health and safety meeting tomorrow. Maybe I can bring up the fact our school smells like a freaking 7-Eleven. We have this school. Sorry, a little bit behind the scenes here. Come to the dark side. We have kittens. Kittens are evil. Kittens are very evil. If any animal's on the dark side, it's a goddamn cat. Sorry, I hate cats. I'm not a fan of cats. Hey, if you have a cat, respect. But man, oh man. Anyways, our school does a lunch program for for a lot of schools in the district. So we have this. It's like a 7-Eleven. It's our school is close to 75 years old, and we used to have a cafeteria, so it's got old kitchen stuff, and and a lot of schools in our district don't have that built anymore. They don't build them with cafeterias. That's kind of an antiquated idea now. Everybody brings their own lunch. But since used to be a high school and a junior high, a cafeteria was one of those things that was kind of required. So now, fast forward a few years, that cafeteria has been closed for about 18 years. That has not been used in a long time. Every once in a while, we start up the. It's kitchen like a diner in a way, right? Oh, I ran out. Cats are on the menu. I hope not. So it's kind of has like a grill for pancakes and hamburgers and stuff. It does have a deep fryer, I believe, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So it is an operational cafeteria, it was recently renovated because since we have the space, they want to use that. They have about 3 or 4 lovely people working down there making lunches for a number of schools across the district for kids who don't have lunches. And every time it's something different. Sometimes it's hash browns. Sometimes it's, I don't know, just pick a food or something like that. Bag of lunch, send it off. And they work really hard. They're there early. They're like their first thing before I even get to school. And I get to school early. But the problem is, sometimes the food they cook, and they're cooking a lot of it, the place smells like a 7-Eleven at times, especially with the deep fried stuff. So hash browns or stuff like that. The deep fryer, if you've ever been to a 7-Eleven, I don't know if it's like this in America, but in Canada, 7-Elevens, since they're making like hash browns and deep fried food in the back and stuff, it smells. Yes, they're employed by the district, which is awesome. I hate the smell of 7-Elevens now. Ever since they started becoming a kitchen and not just a convenience store, the smell is just horrible. I hate it. I hate it so much. And now our school, every once in a while, once or twice a year, smells like a 7-Eleven. It's gross. And I'm on the top floor, almost the furthest away you can get. And I can still, it just hits you in the face. And then they have garlic, garlic bread or something like that. And god dang, vampires are dying of like 100 miles in a 100-mile radius. It's just holy mama. And I'm thinking this has got to be a health and safety thing. Can we not like put a fan on or something and blow it out the window? It's just so smelly. Week-old hot dogs. Ew. Hot dog water smell? Oh, I hate that. I discovered I have a very sensitive nose. Eggs make me want to gag every single time. A hard-boiled egg will make me like... I never had the chicken wings. I did have the chicken strips. I'm not a chicken wing guy. But if you like them, great. Have at her. I remember a while back they were making like sausage rolls, and I like my sausage rolls, but they were not good. It had been sitting there for a while. The taquitos, every once in a while, I'll grab a taquito, but I think over time they've made it more dough, less filling, and I'm like, no, I'm good. But every once in a while, my brain's like, well, maybe it'd be better this time, and I'm disappointed every time. Oh, Slurpees. Slurpees are the best. Can't go wrong with a Slurpee. Slurpees are, by far and away, their bread and butter. Not a bread and butter Slurpee, by the way. Ew. Can you imagine a bread and butter Slurpee? Slurpees are the best. And I like Slurpees, like the whole idea of a Slurpee. I have a Slurpee ornament, and which is cheaply made and broke, but it's fixed now, but it broke real quick. But I have a Slurpee ornament. I bought Scott a Slurpee plushie, which is really cool. They have Slurpee costumes in the 7-Eleven. They understand their brand, which is really neat. So Slurpees are good. I enjoy Slurpees. Sometimes you gotta get lucky because they let it get too watery. But then, you can wheeze the juice. We ease the juice. Don't wheeze the juice. Oh, wheezing the juice. We all know what movie that is, right? We're getting the reference here. What if Slurpee Capital didn't realize how frequent I see 7-Eleven? Wow, they're closing a lot of them in Canada. Did you notice that? I've seen 4 in my area alone close. One right up the street, and it was prime location. It was always full. And a high school is being built on the property right next to it. And I like the owners, I wish, first of all, parkade sucks. It's a small parking lot with about, I would say, 30 spots, and there was a 7-Eleven, a Subway, a Japanese restaurant, and a daycare, all sharing 30 parking spots. And since the area is under a lot of construction for new houses and homes, every dumb idiot, nitwit, with a big giant truck or a landscaping truck, which takes up 2 spots, have to park on the side, blocking everybody from getting in. God damn it. That's the only thing I didn't miss. They were getting a 7-Eleven, getting their coffee in the morning or whatever. Most around here don't have more than 10 spots. Well, it was kind of a little plaza area, but it's just like, it was busy, especially at lunch hour, because everybody's getting a Subway or 7-Eleven, and in the morning as well. And it closed permanently. And apparently a lot of 7-Elevens across Canada just close their doors. And I think they say mostly in gas stations now, which is a real shame, because I don't want to support gas stations. I don't like going to gas stations for food, just for the gas, and that's it. I don't want to support them because they're friggin' gouging us. Oh, the wind blew to the north. We gotta raise the price 5 cents. What's this? Wishy. I've just heard from Sonia. The beam's gone because someone's stolen the mermaid's gems. Oh, gasp. We're going back to the mermaid. The interesting part is that most are standalone here, not many combined with gas stations. Well, that's a good. I don't mind supporting a 7-Eleven that is a standalone. Max, yes. Convenience. Is that the Max with the cat in the Scottish Tam? We had a few here, but now they're all gone. They're replaced by Circle K's. I miss Max. We didn't have a lot here. I always felt that Max was more of an Eastern Canada thing. And then Circle K came around, which I always felt was American. I thought that was an American thing. And I miss... So is there any more Maxes left? Because I have not seen a Max since. But I think the Circle K kind of like took over their branding, I guess. Oh, I got a question for both of you guys, since you're in other parts of Canada. Is there a Krispy Kreme or a Dunkin' Donuts in your town? Because we have one Krispy Kreme in all of the Greater Vancouver Regional District. And it's in Delta, where I used to live as a kid, right close to where I used to hang out as a teenager. There is no other Krispy Kreme here in Vancouver at all, except in the place at Delta, which is way on the outskirts. It's not anywhere near downtown. It's an hour away from downtown. There is a Dunkin' Donuts. We used to have a Dunkin' Donuts here in Delta, but that was like 25 years ago, I think. Also, they got... Oh, interesting. There is talk of another Krispy Kreme opening in Vancouver, finally. But I think a lot of Vancouverites like their gourmet donuts. But Krispy Kreme's so good. A few of each in Winnipeg. Really? Wow. Interesting. What's a Dunkin' Donuts donut like? Is it similar to a Krispy Kreme? Is it similar to a Tim Hortons? Tim Hortons gotta be... I hate their donuts. They suck. Whatever happened to Tim Horton donuts, man? It's just... It sucks. My town, there's one in Toronto, which is like an hour and a half from me, and one in Markham. Oh, really? Which is like 30 minutes. Just dox yourself. I live at 123 Fake Street. So, Tony, is that both Dunkin' and Crispy? I'm getting really fed up with Tim Hortons. Haven't been. Spoiled my Empire Donuts. Oh, God, the Empire Donuts are so good. Yeah, Empire's good. Here in Victoria, I don't live in Victoria, but in Victoria they have Empire Donuts, and that is really good stuff. I found a new place. Well, it's not new. It's been around for a couple of years. There's one near where I work that's really good and really high quality donuts. It's a bit expensive, but every teacher in our district goes there and buys donuts like about 7:30 in the morning and brings them to work. And then you always get the other staff members who bring in the Tim Hortons donuts, and I'm just like, no, not touching that. Timbits are okay. I like the Timbits. You know what? 7-Eleven, they have some good donuts, good glazed donuts. I like them. There's Crispy Dunking. I have one near me. So I wonder what a Dunkin' Donuts is like. I wonder what type of quality it is. Because Krispy Kreme have some good donuts. I really like them. It's a adventure when I go out to Delta to go get a Krispy Kreme. I like for Timbits, I like the birthday cake Timbits the most. For some reason, the Timbits are great. The donuts suck. And I'm disappointed by the donuts. The Timbits are actually really good. I feel I can go put my hand in there and I won't be disappointed by what comes out. But if I find a birthday cake donut, Oh, you like the Boston cream? Really? Oh, my teeth melt. I can't eat that. I like a good Boston cream, but Tim's is way too sweet for me. I seriously have my teeth just dissolve once it hits that thick icing. And the cream's good. I like the cream's okay. I should say not good, but that's okay. It's super sweet though, for sure. They have this new one. It's a spiced cream-filled ring. I think it's their answer to a Krispy Kreme. And the cream's nice. I can see, yeah, it depends on which Krispy Kreme, but some of them are really sweet. And like the cake batter one, I love a cake batter, but I've had to stop getting it because it's starting to make me like hurt my teeth. We're 87%. What am I missing here? Oh, there's a big giant spot up there. Okay. Alley-oop. Yep. Can I launch myself up there? Let's try this. Oh, look at that. I'm floating. I'm floating. All right. There we go. My blood sugar skyrockets when I have Krispy Kreme. I hear you. I hear you. I know it's cliche to say, oh, sugar, diabetes. I know they're not fully associated with each other. Oh, you're a type 1 diabetic? Okay, so yeah, this is the perfect segue, because we all hear that joke about, oh, don't eat too much sugar, you'll get diabetes. And that's not how it works, right? Am I correct in thinking that's just a joke more than real life? I'm trying to remember, my buddy in high school, Don, he used to have diabetes. I can't remember if it was type 1 or type 2 as a kid. And I remember him having to always check his blood sugar level. And back in the 80s, he had to, bleed himself for it. I think it was like getting his thumb pricked or whatever. But it was a little more invasive then as compared to what it is now. Yeah, it's... I had a student who had predisposed. Oh, okay, well there you go. I had a student who had I can't remember what type of diabetes he had, but he was constantly checking. He had his phone with him to check his blood levels, his detection, all that sort of stuff. And so we were always keeping an eye on him and making sure he was. But hang on, sorry, I just missed that. Type 2 is over poor health related most of the time. Okay, all right, weight-based. All right, that's good to know. Is there a type 3? Is there such thing as a type 3 diabetes? I for some reason I thought I heard that. But again, I'm not a doctor. Oh, I'm no doctor. Take a drink. This soap is so good. Soap it up, wash it down. There we go. Clean, clean, clean. No, but there is additional. I'm not familiar with that one. I've never heard that before. I'm learning. Hey, look, Mom, I'm learning. All right. There we go. Clean, 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 clean. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Now I have heard that when my ex-wife was pregnant, we would hear about these sort of things. So she wasn't in fear of that, but it is something that you hear when you go to all those new parent sessions and stuff, and watch all those videos of birthing and welcome to the jungle, folks. So one of these is autoimmune condition where the body's immune system destroys insulin-producing cells. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. Type 2 is a metabolic disorder where the body either doesn't produce enough insulin. Okay. All right. This is making sense now. Thank you for clarification. That helps. Gestational. That's right. Gestational. That makes sense now. Oh, I gotta do all this furniture too. All right, let's get to it. Oh, I fell off. No, I didn't. But I can't get back up. I can't get back up. Here, come back here. You're going here, I guess. No. Where did I go? No, here. Come back here. You go there, and I climb you. I climb up you. There we go. There we go. There we go. This is looking really good. I think I have a career in this, folks. I'm hired. Whoa, I almost fell off. There we go, and a little clean here. See how it pixelates? It's interesting. Sorry, I'm not being very talkative. I'm just enjoying this. Skiing all the cracks and crevices. And I fell off again. Woohoo! God, I love the, if you ever want to give up teaching and make 4 times less money, you got, hey, there you go. That's the spirit. Done. I've often thought about, like, I sit there watching YouTube or Facebook Reels, watching candy get made. And I sit there and I'm like, you know what? Maybe that's not so bad. Maybe I can just make candy for the rest of my life. After some hard days at school, sometimes making candy seems like a great idea. I often joke with my friend Dan, who lives in Quadra. He works for the fair at BC Ferries. And I often joke with him, like, you know what? I'm going to give up my job and work on the ferry. And then I realize I have to work with people. And I'm like, never mind. Fire, lawn, cut grass. Yeah, see? You're saying like that's a bad thing. There is a lawnmower simulation game. I have seen that. I don't think that's... I saw it be played by the Game Grumps, and it was like, as much as I love the Game Grumps, I was just like, I don't know if this game's for me. It feels a little bit too restricting. don't know what it is. It's just like I couldn't get into it. But it's similar to it though. You're just riding a lawnmower and just I don't know. You're just kind of hang on. Wait, sorry. There we go. And just cutting stuff up in a very anal retentive manner. Man, working for the ferries, a part of me wants to do that so much because, like, you know, we're out in a boat, traveling back and forth, get tunes on a headset, don't have to talk to people. Yeah, exactly. Just cut grass. And I love the smell of grass, and I like the sound of a lawnmower on a weekend. There's something cool about the smell and the sound of it. It sucks when it's outside my classroom when I'm trying to teach, don't get me wrong. But it's great on a weekend. Well, I'm not much of a beer drinker, but I'll have something. So, don't drink and mow, folks. There we go. Is this floor almost done? Floor almost done? Give me that ding. Yeah, baby. Oh God, yeah, the car alarms too. Well, see, I feel I'd be fighting the good fight with all the car alarms going off in a ferry, and I'll be just like, I'll be hunting people down. You an Audi driver? Your car alarm's going off. Shut it off, or I'll push it off. You know, just throw it off the edge or something like that. Man, I wish. I don't. Yeah, Tony. The BC ferries, the national sport in the BC ferries is listening to car alarms go off every 5 seconds. Holy cow! Shut the hell up! How do people not know about the car alarms by now? How do people not? Well, it's not my car. My car wouldn't go off. It's always the expensive cars. Always. F-150, Audi, BMW. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's an option to turn it off, right, Malcolm? There's a way of doing it, right? I'm not delusional. There we go. Okay, what's left here? Oh, this guy. We're at 99%. I think I'm missing just a small one. You got to drive a forklift on board. Yeah, there you go. Get that forklift on and just throw it right off. That'd be awesome. I'll be into that. %. It could be actually, but no one reads the manual. Guilty. I haven't read my manual of my car yet. Jamie's on my ass about that. He's very unhappy with me. Okay, what do we got here? This thing not... Oh, look, it's lighting up. There we go. It's already telling me what I need to do. This is awesome. I like how it already kind of flashes. What else is up there? Okay. How do we get back up there? What's up there? How do I get up there? I'm almost done this one. Oh, is this window not done? Oh, yeah, I totally forgot that one, didn't I? Ah, what embarrassment. How embarrassing. There we go. There's one below us. See that orange circle that tells you where the next one is, and I find that it's one of the better additions to this one. Is there one over here? So let's hide the cleaned one. So first floor, second floor, central balcony, inner wall. Okay. Which you can see is the first trash can. Oh, hang on. What's here? Oh, this one. I'm missing this one. Where's the dirt? Where's the beef? What am I missing here? That's not what I want to do. What am I doing here? No. What, there we go. Gotcha. Gotcha. There we go. Is it downstairs? Ciao there. Ciao there. Oh, it's this part. Okay. Actually, I don't think I need to do that. I think you just need to wash it. Can't seem to find the dirt. Where the dirt? Is it in a corner or something like that? No. It's glowing. Okay, maybe I do need this. Let's just try to cover everything up. Oh, such precision. There we go. After all, when you guys do the Ghostbusters stuff at cons, do you have both, or do you guys just dress up like them and walk around? So basically, what they do, I should say what they do, what I do as well. I guess I join them. Oh, there we go. Is what am I missing? So they get dressed up as Ghostbusters, get all their proton gear. A little bit of pomp and circumstance as well. Just get into character, and then they wander around the floor, interact with the customers, do a little bit of window shopping at the same time. Anytime we see Ghostbusters stuff for sale, they're always kind of just yap, and oh shoot. They're yapping up with the table owner, and they're having a good time with it. They're laughing and stuff, and they're trying to give us a deal, which is funny. And sometimes kids are there, so we take a picture with the kids. The tables always want a picture. And, hey, can we get a picture with you guys? And that's always a lot of fun. So this one here. Yeah, and then we sometimes you can go to the 501st booth and get a picture with the 501st, not as the 501st, because we're not supposed to be in the booth as members of the 501st. But it's usually just a lot of goofing around and hanging out, and at the recent one we did, you'll probably see it in the video. Steve Hosenose, he enters the entire building screaming, "Hey, has anybody seen a ghost?" Scares the crap out of a few people, but he's super loud. And then, oh, there we go, job complete. And then Aaron grabs his trap, which smokes, and then wanders around at a fast pace, holding it up, and says, "We got one," and is coming through, and he's got a smoking trap, and everybody's just kind of giggling or annoyed that we're blocking their way. One of the two. All right, let's see the instant replay. Oh, I saw my name there. There we go. Look at this. It's usually just a big production, and there's always somebody else dressed as a Ghostbuster, or there's some kid dressed as a Ghostbuster, which is always cool. So, excellent job, Sprucey. I can see why Harper recommended you. Spotless house, hum reduced to 0. Now all I need is to find out what Karen's up to. All right, let's do one more here. I think I have time for one more. Those two are a hoot, especially when Rhea and Steve join in. Yeah. Oh, the billboard? That billboard looks... I think I might do the car. Let's take a look at the billboard for a sec. That looks pretty cool. I feel that one's going to take a little longer than I have time for. What time is it? 8 o'clock? Oh, maybe. I kind of want to do that billboard. Dirt Finder. It appears both of us are going up in the world. I have become the new mayor of Caldera County. In in its entirety, while you are to wash my flagship billboard 30 feet above the interstate due south of Luber City, inadvertently dirtied by a process that doesn't concern you. I must confess to still harboring grave concerns as to your character, but I remain committed to your sublimity as a power washer. It would be remiss of me not to exploit the talents of someone when it's within my power to do so. Much obliged, JJXIII. Oh, this was the mayor of the last place, wasn't it? I'm starting the job. This is kind of cool. I think if I got a proton pack or something else, I think I'd be a little more comfortable. I'm going to go up here. Now, hang on. I wonder if there is a trophy for this. Hang on. Give me a second here. Trophies. Let's see here. I'm looking at the trophies. What's this one? Maxed out. Sorry, I know you can't. Radical rebrand. Washing with style. Spin doctor. In the fun house. There's a fun house? Ooh. Message received. Did you hear that? Had you planned doggy bath, making it all shine, staying adaptable, white staying squeaky clean, floor is lava. Where is? I can't see it. Anyways, I'll just do the billboard. Look at this. Oh wow, this looks like actually pretty tricky. What's this? Huh? What did I just... What the heck is this? Oh my lord, I can move up and down on this thing. Look. It's like I'm floating. That's so cool. I just walk into it. And I'm going up, 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 up. It's like a little mini elevator on a pro rides. That is so cool. Ghostbusters CloneCon had the monster truck trap running between there and the 501st booth with Mouse Droid. Oh, that's pretty cool. Little competition and stuff. There's a couple other Ghostbusters here who actually have cars. They're like electric cars, which are pretty neat, and they're really done up well, like all the lights and everything. I'm not familiar with those guys yet. I know Jamie and those guys know them. I'm not technically part of the Ghostbusters crew yet. It's just, as much as I would love to be, I don't think I can't commit to it because it's just, I don't have the time, and I don't want to say I'm a part of a group without having to be able to donate time and energy into helping the group. That wouldn't be fair for them. You want somebody who can commit. And I always feel that way for the 501st. If you're going to be part of the 501st, you have to commit time for it. And if you can't, then, So that's just my personal view on it. So if I can't commit to doing some volunteer work with the Ghostbusters, then I don't feel right being a part of their team. And it's a shame because everyone I know is part of it. Ree and Ryan, I think. Well, I don't know if Ryan's, but I know Ree is, and Hose Nose and Jamie. They're all part of it. So. Oh, look at this. I know we've had our run-ins in the past, but I think it's time we let water pass under the bridge, or, in this case, over the highway. What the heck is this? Can you hear the coyotes in the background? That's freaky. You can hear the coyotes in the background. He's just howling away. This is a cute little picture. Why do I have a feeling it's just going to be a little more insidious than we want it to be? Oh, I just got a trophy. High pressure. What was the trophy for? Hang on. Complete a wash task while abseiling. Is that what I'm doing here? Is that what? Is this abseiling? Is that I don't even know. I've never heard that word before. That's a new word for me. Like I'm hearing coyotes. What's over there? I wonder if I can wander around. I'm gonna do the sign. I'm gonna see if I can take a wander. There's also the fact that in Ghostbusters I can't hide my face, and I like to hide my face. I don't like being seen. Channeling my inner Doc in that case. I like the anonymity of a mask. Give a man a mask and he'll tell you the truth. There we go. Look at I just love this soapy stuff. This is great. This is great. It just comes off so easily. That's why when I do dress up in the Ghostbuster stuff, I put like on a sunglasses, a backwards hat, try to look different. Faceless characters, masks for the win. Yeah, I do like the anonymity. It does make it a little easier to open up. Some people not so much. Some people are very comfortable. I know Jamie had a tough time when he was doing his not a tough time I should say. It was a change of pace for Jamie when he became the Obi-Wan character and people can see him. And it took a little bit getting used to. I'm very at ease when I'm in the mask. I'm chatting, I'm talking, I'm goofing around, I'm polite. But when he can see my face, it's just like, I'd rather not. Ghostbusters is a little different than a Star Wars character because we always have our expectations of what a Star Wars character should look like. And it usually is either a face character that person looks like the person, or it's a mask character and you can get away with it. Ghostbusters, anybody kind of dresses up how they want to dress. You just have to look like a grungy pest control guy. There we go. And it's time to wash it all off. They're blue-collar nerds. That's the best way I can describe a Ghostbuster. He does it so well now. The Garrison Clone Wars, those two are true. Yeah, the Anakin and Padme, they're awesome too. We have this Anakin and Padme couple. They're a real life couple, and they dress like Anakin and Padme, and they just look spot on. They look really good. They're always in character, which is nice. Sasha, who does that's her nickname, who does the Padme. She is a costume designer, amazing talent. Yeah, I gotta get my leg hose figured out. The pee hose, gotta get it figured out. I saw pictures of how Doc has it all set up, and it looks really cool. Caldera County Mayor Jeff Jefferson, the 13th. Town of the Year, Spongy Suds, East Plimpton. Interesting. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go down here and see if we can go for a wander. Nope, can't go further than that. Won't let me go on the highway. Oh hi, cat. Don't get run over. Can I clean the sign? Mile 161. Little dust bowl here. Won't let me go past here. Won't let me go past here. More cats. Spray the cat. Spray the cat. It won't. Yeah, won't let me go past. Interesting. Okay, back up. Look at, you can see the handprints. That's funny. That's funny. And I fell down. Imagine falling down from that height. Holy cow. No, I fell down again. Broke my legs. Let's close the hatch so it doesn't happen again. This is interesting. Oh, I forgot is there a second side? Oh, no, it's just the back. I thought maybe there'd be a second ad or something like that. There we go. I should buy some furniture or some equipment. There we go. I want to save up for some better equipment, really. I wonder if it'll make the job go a little easier. The soap is so useful. But I'm wondering if there is another sort of attachment that will make it go faster. There we go. Can I climb this here? Oh, I can climb this. Interesting. Okay. Good to know. Oop. I didn't know if that was a ladder or just a design piece. There's a lot of little surprises here. Turn around, every now and then. There we go, that one's done. I'm finding the old traditional controllers a lot easier to handle, though. That's for sure. All the settings. I'm able to figure this out a little bit more. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm still trying to figure out if the soap is faster, if it saves me time, or it's just more satisfying rather than time saving. It's not broke, but it no work. Oops, there we go. Oh, Bobby Wicks. Anyone heard of this new Town of the Year competition? Stacy Peachy says. Muck's gonna win for sure. For surezies. Persephone Wu says, 100%. Whether town has a statue that fires a beam from its pineal gland into a dormant volcano. Did I read that right? for seemingly no reason. Well, not anymore, eh, Percy? Leonard Miller says, Muckingham started as a hamlet for the dung collectors of a Plumpton stable. We've come a long way. God, all caps, dude. Stop with the all caps. You're killing me. This one's going to take a little longer than I expected. Hang on, let's try. Hang on, can I purchase things here? Let's try this. No, it's styling. I don't want styling. I want the actual washer, cosmetics, equipment. So let's see here. So how much money do I have? I have $2,000. What is 613p? What does the P mean? So 2,000. That is the urban. Is this any good? So 1,000 plus 450. That's 1,650. What's this? Provides a spinning narrow beam of water to cover more surface. Soap nozzle loosens all the dirt, making the dirt easy to push. Yeah, but I kind of have that. The modest increase in range. Extra long. See, I want the extra long stuff here. And this is 5,000. And there's the trident. 12,000. That's a lot of money right now. So, okay, what do I have? I think I have... What the heck is this? Wait. What's the Swirl Force Surface? The largest head available for the surface cleaner and covers a max... Ooh, I'm going to test this one out. Okay, how do I do that now? No. No. Hang on, what did I just buy something that can't fit on my thing here? Yeah. I can't figure this out. Okay, hang on, we will go back to the... So I bought that. Do I need this? Is that what I need to do? Okay, I'm just going to buy all of it. Oh, flush surface. I got a trophy. Trophy earned. Flush surface. Own the surface cleaner and all of its attachments at the same time. Total trophies. Okay, so. Oh, here we go. I had... What is this thing? What does it do? Look at that. That's not bad. How far? Look. It doesn't work as well. I don't know. Like, let's try the ground here. What is this? Okay, I just have to move slowly over it. Actually, it's not bad if I do it like this. This is more of a floor cleaner than anything else. Takes your time. This is actually pretty good for the floors. Look at this thing. I like this. It's not good for like moving it around like this. You can see that it misses spots, but if you just take your time, like a floor cleaner, you're good to go. That's pretty good. Just take your time. Like a floor buffer. Yeah, exactly. It has a lovely sound to it. Soft. So hang on. Now let's again, it was... Is that bigger? I can't tell. Washer hold. Hang on, let's switch here. Whatever you do, don't lick it. Why was that the first concern you had? Oh, I sure hope he don't lick it. Yeah, it don't taste good. It's gonna hurt your tongue. I can't tell which one's which here. How far does that go? That's not bad. That's not bad. It's hard to tell, like, when it lifts up. I think this is better when you... I can see both eyes. It's got a bullseye on it. There you go. I think I'm more like drop a grenade sort of cleaner. Is there a way I can just clean this thing by just dropping something on top of it? Just take my time. Ah! I got caught up in this damn thing. Out. Get out of the ProRise. Okay, how about this? Let's try. Hang on. Let's try this. Let's clean. Put white over. I'll soap all over everything. Okay. And see how this cleans up with the floor buffer. Okay, so I'm gonna soap up all the floor here. Ooh, I like how you're thinking. Oh, thank you, sir. Once in a while, the stop clock is right twice a day. I had a student come say hello to me today. It's from another team, and she's like, "You taught my mom." I'm like, "Oh, Christ. I'm old. I'm now teaching the kids of kids." I have students that are teachers now. I remember we ran into one because our school was being used as a lot of new teachers. They come to our school to just kind of observe and learn from the best, I would say. And one student came. I was like, "Hi, Mr. Williams." I'm like, "Are you becoming a teacher?" She's like, "Yeah." Like, I thought I talked you out of this business. All right, here we go. Let's get the floor going here. I think it's better. This one's. I still think like it's all right. It's all right. I think I find more success with this here. It just washes off a lot quicker. Look at that, boom. But the buffer, without having to, I mean, as a floor buffer, I think it works really well. The one thing with power washing simulators, I realize once I find my sweet spot, I don't use any of the other tools. I ended up using only 2 tools in the last game near the end. Jeff Jefferson says, "So, what do you think of my Town of the Year initiative?" I think you got a small dick complex here. Nothing like a dose of healthy competition to unite a community, wouldn't you agree? You weren't hugged as a child. There we go. It's all about you. All right, floor buffer. See if we can go over here. It goes right over it, and it's nice and clean. It's all done. Or hug too much. Yeah, like hugged around the throat or something. There we go. There we go. There we go. Look how. Oh, that's cool. You can just kind of go right over. You can see it going to work. Interesting. Why is it going so slow? There we go. There we go. Come on, go faster. Go faster. You can hear it like the spin when it calms down. Listen. All right. I don't know if if it's useful here though. I think this works better. I like this. This is looking good. I'm stuck on the door here for some reason. Or on the ladder, I should say. Oh, I forgot. You gotta clean those lights, too. Interesting. I like that floor buff for the floors. I am digging that. Trying to figure out how to switch. There we go. Oh, I'm stuck again. That's becoming annoying. I think I'm going to have to get to the other side to get the grind. See, I don't even need the soap, though. I can just do this. And it's all done. Making cafes. That's stuck in my head now. I'm going up the ladder. I want a Tim Hortons donut. No, I don't. What am I saying? I want another donut. Just came to my senses at the last second there. Okay, how about... See, it does a good job. Look at that. It does really good with the floor. I think it was a Tim Bits I was thinking of. I don't need another donut. I need another donut like I need another hole in the head. Another donut hole in the head. Which is literally eating a Timbit. A donut hole in the head. No, I was right the first time. I don't know about that. I don't need another donut. Donut hole in the head. There we go. Boom. Can this thing go to the other side? Oh! There's always room for donuts. Donuts are good. Donuts are I like donuts. I am a little bit picky with my donuts at times, but they're good. Going up. And going, whoa, I fell. And it must be late for you, Tony. I just realized what time it is now. Is it bedtime? For some reason, I've been having trouble sleeping. I don't know why. I think I get overtired. Is it really? 11:34. Am I putting you to sleep? Is that the goal here? Good night, sleep time. There we go. Power washing to sleep to. That's what this is. Washing is soothing in the background. Just the sound of it. That's right, yeah. I've been listening to more AI music. Oh, here's something funny. I've been playing AI music in my class. So the remixes of popular songs like The White Stripes done to a funk beat, or Power Washing ASMR exactly, or like Nirvana to a I have you on one screen reference image. Oh, sculpting. What are you sculpting? So I've been like Nirvana to synthwave or something like that, and I've been playing that, and I've been annoying my friends like Jamie and Jamie Hosenose and Aaron think I'm like pretty much the devil incarnate for doing that. Dude, you'd be surprised how cool it sounds. I'm not kidding, but either way, so I've been playing that for my kids, and so there's like Johnny Cash, Hurt to a funk beat or something like that, or Du Hast to a dark country beat. And I took a picture of my screen telling them what I'm playing, and at this time it was like the White Stripes to a funk beat, and they're like, they were just so upset at me. It's like, this place is worse than Gestapo. Yeah, yeah. Show me. It'd be cool. I'd like to see what it is. So they're comparing my classroom to like an internment camp, which is, I guess I should take it as insulting. You gotta look up some of the AI Darth Vader sing. Oh Lord, it's surprising how accurate it is. It's amazing. It's just like it sounds like a real person. And you know what? It's there's some good stuff out there. I think I have good taste in music. It's very unusual, but there's some bangers sometimes. When you have a good song, some of those songs could be, yeah, it is a bit scary. Some of these songs can be translated very well into different genres, and that's a good sign of a good song. Like Bittersweet Symphony, that one worked well in a lot of different versions. There was like a ton of Metallica songs. I don't like Metallica. I hate Metallica. And then all of a sudden people say, I thought you said you had good taste in music. But it's just like, there's people just like redoing Metallica songs. There's Sweet Symphony. It's killer. I love that one. That's a good 90s song. I remember that song when I first heard it. It was, or not when I first heard it, but when it was in its prime. It was on pure rotation. Optimus Prime and Vader Sound of Silence. That's one of my favorite songs, The Sound of Silence. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Well, you're open now. Matthew Goodband did a version of Sound of Silence. It was not bad. It wasn't. I like Matthew Goodband. It wasn't a great version, but it was still pretty good. Not the best cover of their song. It was one of their first songs. I think they put it like in a demo reel or something like that. I'm stuck in this harness again. It's driving me nuts. I don't want to go in here. Vader went down to Georgia. Vader went down to Georgia. So is this thing done? Can I close the hatch now? Do I have to do this? Get into it? There we go. God, this thing's like annoying. I was so excited when I first discovered it. Now I can't. There we go. So, can I get in here? Nah. Go up. Can I go on the other side? Nope, won't let me do the other side. Interesting. Why won't it let me do the other side? I go up. It is a good. I like how they adding gizmos though. That's a pretty cool idea. There we go. That's clean. Yeah, won't let me go past this way. And I'm on the floor. God dang it. This ladder up the side is the best idea. So how do I get up there? Is there a ladder down here? Where's the ladder? Can I pick that one up and put it up here? Hang on, let's try to get fancy here. Let's try and see if I can put this, pick up, can I put it up here? And I'm on the floor again. God dang it. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Can I take that and put it up here? Sound silence by Disturbed. Oh, I haven't heard that version. No, it won't let me do that. Okay, just put you right there for now. Put you right there for now. put you right. Thank you. So is there a ladder? Because this thing doesn't reach the other side, I don't think. Can I move this at all? No. Jump on the harness. Oh, what a catch. Oh, man. Oh, I think I missed a spot here. Yeah, I did miss a spot. This thing's cool and it's annoying all at the same time. No, no. It's hard to control. There we go. That's better. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is you in my arms. So it doesn't need to be cleaned. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna to clean this side. Is there a ladder here? Did I miss a ladder? I don't see any ladders. No. Again, this ladder on the side of this thing is an awesome idea. Good job, guys. Oh, I can't place it. What did I do? Oh, of course, yeah, of course. Mum's the word. Okay, I don't know how I did that, but I did it, and it is done now. And I'm off. Oh, I'm back on again. This is, again, this is very useful. I love this. Okay, let's focus one square at a time. Bloop, 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 bloop. Go down. It's a bit hard to control, but we're getting there. We're getting there. This soap is the best soap. It just comes right off. Nice. That part's done. Can I get this? Can I get this part here? Nice. All right. I think I'm missing a little spot on the sides there. Oh, that's done. Hang on. Is this part? Okay. See, I'm missing. See a spot right there. So I think it's the edges. The end caps, as they say in the biz, and I'm on the floor. The bodies hit the floor. There we go. That's better. I'll do this edge later. Going up. There we are. This game is it's a lovely improvement. I'm having fun with this. I'm taking my time with it. I'm enjoying it. This stuff is cleaner than my actual house. That's what I need. I need a power wash for my house. Alright, there we go. And wash her off. Oh, Jeff's got something to say. By the way, Dirt Finder, I need my cat back. I didn't realize I had your cats. The photo ops are gearing up, and of course, he'll be needed for my promotional tour of the county with his hat on. All right. I guess that's why I have your cat. I didn't realize those were your cats. Wasn't even paying attention. I didn't want the cats anyways, sir. You can have them. Or did he say hat? Did it say cat or hat? Am I misreading that? The TV's a little bit far away for me to read. It's kind of tiny. I'm struggling with the reading. I am John Malkovich. You don't sound anything like me. Oh, I sound exactly like you, John Malkovich. There we are. Oh, we have in our speaking of John Malkovich, we have a room in our school called the John Malkovich room from the movie Being John Malkovich. In that movie, there's a scene where he's going into this small, tiny door. There's this door on this wall that enters into a room. And we have this room in our school. It's on a floor, is in between the first and the second floor. And you open the door, and as you're standing there, it's like chest height. But when you open it, you're looking right at the floor of the second floor. It's so cool. It's just there for storage. I don't know why the school. No, I did so much there. That's the one thing I don't like about this, is that one button could erase everything. But yeah, so it's a floor in between the first and the second, and there's a room where you hold books and old supplies and stuff. I don't know why they built it that way. I don't know what the reasoning was behind it. It is like there's some old things in there, the construction of it. Like I said, 75-year-old building. And there's graffiti in there from like the 80s, like Mary Loves Tom sort of stuff. There we go. And it's kind of weird because when you open the door, you're looking at people's feet. and you surprise them. They're like, what do you, where'd you come from? What's in there? It's great because that's where I store my stuff. It's right near my room, and I can just move like books right in there without having to lug them up and down the stairs. I forgot about the screws in this thing. I am John Malkovich. John Malkovich is funny in Space Force. That was a fun show to watch. Especially, what's his face going to Mars, and he just needs somebody to talk to. Did the so-and-so team win the World Series? Yeah, they did. What's what? That's not what I want to do. Let's see here. I feel like I'm missing something here. What is it? Is it this? There we go. How about this one here? The rear brace. That brace is fine. That brace is fine. Okay, so I think we got to do the other side here. Okay. Here we go. That's what I want to do. Oh no. How horrible. Best scene in Space Force. The one where he's the guy going to Mars. I can't remember the actor's name again. But I know who I'm talking about, but it's just like I just felt so bad for him. I think that show's a little bit underrated. Not too underrated, but I really enjoyed that show. It was quite funny. There's some, like, Malkovich is really good. And I'm a big Steve Carell fan. I do not watch The Office. I can't get into it. I'm sorry. It's just The Office just drives me nuts. Sorry, it's a little wiggly here. I'm trying to figure out how to navigate this thing. Forced Windows upgrade during critical rocket adjustments. See, I think you get a lot more of the jokes, you being in the military and stuff. I think a lot of it hits harder for you, I think, wouldn't it? There's probably a lot of inside jokes that you would probably get that I would be missing. What am I doing? There we go. I can't seem to get the side of this thing. It's tricky. More accurate than you think. That's a little frightening. If it's more accurate than I think. I don't want to be more accurate. I want to be very inaccurate. I wonder if they'll just ever mod the game. Then long head. I went by too fast. Well, I think I can get extensions on this. I just haven't got it yet. So, okay, is that enough here? There we go, that's that. Military grade is not a selling feature to military. You're just trying to scare me, Malcolm. Okay, is this done here? I think this is done. What, hang on. Billboard. Yeah, it looks like it's done there. The billboard part, 67. This part looks to be done. Oh, hang on. This is not done. Something's missing here. Okay, those lamps aren't done. Something's billboard mounting block. Is that this thing here? No. The mounting block. I guess that's this piece right here. Okay, looks like the mounting block. Oh, there it is. That's what I'm missing right there. There we go. Okay. It was down low. Okay, well, I guess I gotta clean you too, eh? Oh yeah, and the other side of these poles too are a mess. Hang on, can I just do this? Extend that? How do I extend this? There you go. I feel like I need to get like a longer extension here. I can't seem to reach that one. I think this is where the what do you call it? Those scaffolds are going to have to come in to the rescue here. Those coyotes are starting to give me the willies. Getting a little scared here. Tell you what, actually, let's go over here. Like real power washers, you can throw fabrics. Like certain heads, you can strip wood. Oh gosh, yeah. Can you imagine stripping the wood off this stuff? Just go right through metal. No, that's not what I want to do. This is why I gotta. That's why I use the ladder instead of doing. There we go. Look at that. Getting all soapy. This is going to work fine. There we go. Oh, I feel I'm missing something underneath, I think. There we go, that's that. Working my way downtown. Okay, that's that. Yeah, the light arm is, I think it's underneath here. Can I sneak in here? Whoop. Thank you. Yeah, there it is. There we go. There we go. Yeah. And I fell. That's okay, let's move it over here. I've been listening to an awesome podcast. The rest was history. It was promoted on Conan O'Brien's show. They are so knowledgeable and tell such an amazing story about history. The First World War is the one I just finished listening to recently. It was a 5-part series on the First World War, and now I'm just like backtracking a bit where they talk about Franz Ferdinand and his role in the start of the First World War and his history and all that sort of stuff. It's just, they really know how to tell a story. I really respect that. And they get to points where they're like reading letters and stuff. Why am I falling here? And if you like history, I think you'll really enjoy this one. If history is your thing. And I know Conan O'Brien loves his history. He's very much into history and all that sort of stuff. So I'm a little lost all of a sudden here. There we go. And so he's promoting it, and so I thought I'd give it a shot. And yeah, you know what? He's right on this one. This is a really good podcast. That one's done. That one's done. The frame, yeah, I know the frame's not done yet. Okay, so I think those lights are done. Yeah. Okay, put that there. I'm gonna go up. I'm going up, so you better get this party started. I've been listening. The podcasts I listen to lately are The Rest is History. That's really good. It's not Rob Words. It's the what is it called? It's about the etymology of words, starring the guy whose YouTube channel is Rob Words. Oh, God, I forgot. I blanked out on the name. Really good. It's a good little back and forth about the history of where words came from, English words, the English language, just the etymology of the English language. I find it very fascinating. It's taught me quite a bit, and I've actually utilized it in my classroom, like just sharing bits of information. And if I can use that, that'd be great. Oh, there's a little lip here. It's making it a little more difficult. Interesting. Yeah, I really need an extension here. Would love to have an extension. Ah! Let's go downstairs. go. Let's move this over a little bit more. If I can. I don't know if I can here. It's glitching a bit. It moves a little too much when I don't want it to. Especially when I pick up the thing. Let's try that. I think this is the smaller one's going to help me out with the smaller scaffold. The one that's just, what was that, 3 floors? Or is that 2? That's 2. I think that one's going to be a little more useful when getting the undercarriage. There we go. Thank you. So that being said, let's get the... Going down. There we go. Oops. You can get a little bit in there. There we go. I like how they're going for that realism. Watch some like sick wolves and coyotes on us for ultimate realistic environment. All of a sudden you're just being attacked by by packs of coyotes and such. Hyenas. There we go. Let's move this a little bit more. That works. The soap just gives a nice wide burst, so I can cover most parts on it. And then I just smack it with the white wide spray, and it comes off a piece of cake. Like that. Just like that. Perfect. I've been noticing, this is a sidebar, I went to the Toy and Comic and Toy Show. There's a guy selling an old Vectrex game system, which I really like. I would love to get my hands on a Vectrex. Now, he was charging $600 for it with one built-in game, and I was not worth it. But I know that there is a crowd fund for someone who's building a mini version of the Vectrex. It looks cool, but it seems like it's too small. I was close to being a part of the crowdfund because that's how much I really enjoyed the system itself. But it was just a little bit too small for my liking. I couldn't quite support it. But I really hope they're successful with it because the Vectrex system is forgotten about, but lots of fun. It's I forgot what you call it. Brain's blanking out right now. It's like your old Asteroids. It's that sort of style of graphics. There we go. Is it here? Does it work? That's a little crooked. Like, see, why is it way over there? I don't want to go way over here. Perfect. Perfect. Scott's into Street Fighter, which is cool. We played the original in arcade one time, and he really liked it. But he is into Street Fighter. We go to an arcade, and it's more of a modern Street Fighter, and he's pretty good with it too. It's fun playing with him. He's figured out how to find that one character where you can just spam certain moves, And then the other person spends most of their time trying to unspam it. Oh, Harper says something. Is that mayor serious? He can't take Ulysses back. Does he even know about her kittens? Forgot about that. How small was it? How big was that bee? I can't remember the dimensions of it. Do you remember those old ColecoVision tabletop games? It was just a bit bigger than that. The screen was a bit bigger than that for sure. But that's the size of it was, I would say, about a few inches taller than that. Just if you want it for reference, I can't remember exactly how small it is, but I remember seeing pictures of it, and they're not fully showing the size. They're kind of downplaying its height, I feel. I really want them to be successful. It does look like a cool idea. But man, it's kind of small. The screen's kind of small for my liking. If you just go on Vectrix, crowdfunder Vectrix on Facebook, you probably find the one I'm talking about. I mean, I have a feeling this is going to be pretty good compared to other crowdfunds you see. Like, for example, the Intellivision Amico. Holy cow, what a con job that ended up being. Tommy Tallarico just eventually, I mean, probably started with somewhat good intentions, but Tommy Tallarico being Tommy Tallarico. Holy mother of pearl. He's a con job with 2 feet and half a brain and a nice car. I don't know if you've heard the situation with the Intellivision Amico. It's like, it's kind of dead now, the news of it. But holy cow, that was a nightmare of a situation. It was supposed to be something to kind of bring back lovers of the Intellivision with revamped games of old classic Intellivision names. So it wasn't you wouldn't see the Intellivision games like it used to be. It'd be redone, revamped, different graphics, but still that sort of the goal was to have the same play as the old Intellivision systems. Now the problem was the system itself came across a number of issues regarding the quality of graphics and how it operated. It happened around the time of COVID, so a lot of production came to a halt, but the COVID became an excuse. Tommy Tallarico, if you've ever heard Tommy Tallarico, he's very much involved with the video game music industry. He has, for many years, suddenly when Roblox was using this sound of the oof, he would claim, what was that? Well, the audio went out there for a sec. He would claim to be the inventor of the oof sound, and which he was not. He owned it. His company owned the oof sound, but he was not the inventor of it. It was most likely another sound designer who's still operational today. He does a lot of work, even for things like Fortnite and stuff. H Bomber Guy, YouTuber, did an amazing piece on Tommy Tallarico and his inability to tell the truth. This guy is a natural-born liar, and he would try to con people with his so-and-so charm, try to sell people the Intellivision Amico, saying, we got a great idea, we've got backers, we've got all these ideas, we got people supporting the game, the system, you know, the rocket's on the launch pad, all we need is the fuel, and we need your money to just help us get off the ground. Which was all a complete lie. He was using names of people, other designers and big name people in the video game industry, as people backing or involved in the Amico production, when in fact they were no longer part of the production. Even when they were for a little bit and then just stepped away, he was still using their names to promote this system. The system never got made. There was a few prototypes that they would throw around at certain small events, but it was always questioned whether it was actually operating on its own system or it was through a Raspberry Pi. And Tommy Tallarico, the worst thing that happened was Tommy Tallarico started going on all these small-time podcasts, trying to convince small-time podcasters. I mean, podcasters with about as many subs as I had. And we're trying to convince them that this is a great idea by giving him interviews, going on their show, trying to impress people with his numerous abilities of, numerous musical history, his world records, which were all bullshit. His world records were all bullshit. I mean, some were somewhat legitimate, and then a lot of it was just purchase. I mean, that's what a world record is. You purchase a world record. It's just there to promote. He called himself a Hall of Famer baseball player when in fact he just went to fan camp. And if you go there enough times, they give you an award as a Hall of Famer. But it's not like an actual Hall of Famer. It's just like, hey, you purchased it. He's dirty. He is so dirty. The worst thing he did was try to pick a fight with the podcast, the CU podcast with Pat and Ian. Now, if you know video games, you probably know Pat the NES Punk. He has his own YouTube channel, does a lot of very angry video game nerd style sort of reviews, especially back in the early 2000s. Really well known back then. He had a podcast, and I remember watching this because I was a listener to the CU podcast. They've kind of stopped doing a regular podcast. They pop on every once in a while. And when the Television Amico came out, they were like, oh, this is interesting. And they kind of knew Tommy Tallarico. They knew of him. If you're involved in video games and you know music, Tommy Tallarico's got his name all over the video game music industry. And so they're like, oh, this is interesting. I mean, I hope he does well, but I don't see where the market is for this system. I mean, this seems like there's a lot of flaws in this whole system and the game and everything. But, good luck with that. Tommy did not like that. And he was just like, well, he was complaining. He was bad-mouthing the podcast, just a bunch of podcasters who just weren't fully invested into it. Not saying anything bad, just like, I'm not sure about this, but good luck. And eventually got out of hand, really out of hand, to the point where Tommy Tallarico started, really doing a dirty job behind the scenes, insulting them, calling them names, and they're making it real personal, really personal, talking about the guy's health and stuff. And it was just like, what's going on here? You're supposed to be running a video game business. Why are you picking a fight with a bunch of podcasters? Just do your job. And he would lie about the system. He would lie about his successes. He just lie. And it got so out of hand that when mistakes were being discovered on the Intellivision Amico, he would say, oh, I purposely did that just so I can troll a bunch of podcasters. And it's just like, dude, do your friggin' job. There's more to it. I'm really not giving it justice. There are playlists of the whole Tommy Tallarico CU podcast, which I've watched numerous times. It's fascinating. But if you really want to see the true craziness of Tommy Tallarico, you have to watch the YouTube channel H Bomber Guy. It is an amazing documentary where he starts off the whole thing saying he's just wanting to know the history of the oof sound from Roblox. Just where the sound come from, why is it such a big deal for Roblox, and why is it no longer allowed being used on the Roblox gaming system? That's all he was doing. And then as he dove deeper and deeper into this world of the oof sound, he discovered Tommy Tallarico and how much of an insane, crazy piece of shit this guy is. How much he lies. He says he's got like he was featured on MTV Cribs, which he was not. He says he's got all of these world records, which he doesn't. He says he's performed amongst millions of people in China, which he did not. He just lie after lie after lie. He says he created the oof sound, which he didn't. He said he was all this stuff. He said he was one of the first Americans involved in, like, I think Sonic, and he was working hand in hand with Miyamoto for some video games for the Nintendo, which he did not. Everything was a freaking lie because he was so insecure. And then he got exposed, and eventually he lost. He was actually pulled off to be. He was no longer president of the Amico. They finally said, "You need to shut the hell up and stop burning this business to the ground." And the Amico eventually did not get released. A couple games were eventually released. I mean, the games were not good quality. It was just cell phone quality games. And they kept saying, no, it's not. It's not. It's good quality stuff. The price won't go up, and just none of the promises were kept. It was a mess. Ian and Pat made these predictions, and most of them came true, that this thing will fail completely. After he started getting personal, they were like, okay, gloves off. Let me tell you what I really think about this. And they were pretty much right the whole time. They had a whole bunch of people were getting angry at them. They got hate mail. They got death threats. It was stupid. And poor Pat and Ian were just like, we told you, you're an insane piece of shit. It's fascinating, just fascinating. H Bomber Guy, please check that out. Because he starts, like I said, he starts off with the Roblox, and throughout the video is like, that I just want to stop here and talk about that, but it got worse. And this 1 hour video turned into a 3 hour documentary on the insaneness of Tommy Tallarico. And it is a work of art. It is 3 hours long, like I said, but it is fascinating. If you're into the video, Tommy Tallarico is about our age now, I think. H Bomber Guy is a 30-something dude. But Tommy Tallarico, he had to sell off his house recently. He sold off a whole bunch of stuff. I think he sold his car or something. Oh my God. It is, it's schadenfreude to the nth degree. And I was there for every minute of it. I was there, and it was just fascinating to see this. And you're just feeling sorry for the guy, but at the same time, you're not. Anyway, so check it out. Totally worth it if you're into the video game industry and the insaneness of Tommy Tallarico. There we go here. Okay, so what's left? I'm almost done here. He is a nightmare. The whole system is a nightmare. Recently, actually, it's funny. Recently, the Amico, one of the what do you call it? The systems got sold in Germany because the Amico talked Germany into giving them tax money to build this damn thing. And some German developer had one of the original, what do you call it, prototypes of the Amico. And he sold it for a couple $1,000s just recently, but he said he's only selling it to person who is not make fun of the Amico. So you had to prove that you were a fan of the Amico. Because there's so many people who are just like watching this thing crash and burn. Pat the NES Punk almost got it, almost purchased one, but it went for quite a bit. Anyways, hang on. Where's? I feel like I'm missing something here. Where's the dirt? It says it's here somewhere. Is it underneath? There it is. Okay. So there's something up there. How do I get rid of this thing? How do I move this? How do I move this thing here? I was able to do it before. Pick up. Pick up. Is this one I'm picking up? Pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up, pick up. I know pick up. It was a car wreck. Yes, but I enjoyed every minute of it. I was not looking away at all because he got what he deserved. Why can I not pick this up? There we go. But that's not what I wanted. I don't want to go ride. H. Bomber Guy does some amazing documentaries. I've really enjoyed his work. Hang on. Oh, did it. Job complete. There we go. That looks great. Oh, look at that. There you go. I'm liking this. There's the floor buffer. Look at me floating around in the air. They don't show the scaffold. Dirt Finder, I'm sure we're both more than happy to forget everything that has happened and to forge an incredible future together, side by side. Well, not side by side. I'll be in front and above. There we go. Awesome. Let's go back to home base. And let me buy some furniture just to cap off things. Furniture. Okay, so here's our furniture. So, oh, my guy fell on the floor. Why are you on the floor? Are you sleeping? He's on the floor again. Just hang on. Just drop him here. There you go. He's having a nap. Let's see here. Let's purchase some furniture. Furniture catalog. What do we got to sale here? Guitar for 100 P. Okay, the P's for the furniture. I'm glad they separated it. Ooh. None of this is pretty, which is kind of working for me. Okay, I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to buy this. I don't know if I want that yet. Oh, and this. Okay, a whimsical lamp. Okay, so ugly furniture. Enter. So do I get it out of here? Is that what I do? Furniture storage. Let's put this one. Hang on. Oh, there you are. Oh, I got to clean it first. That's right. Sorry. Forgot you had to clean all this. That's kind of cool, though. I do dig the fact that you have to clean it. There we go. A little bit on the undercarriage. There we are. I feel like, hang on, 97%. What am I missing here? Oh, wow, I'm missing a lot.
Here we are. We got a nice little clean table here. Good to put in a bar.
Oh, that was yeah, I forgot it has a different ding. Okay, so we're going to put this side table here. Can I rotate a little bit? Right. There. Does that work? Right there. Place. Place. There we go. Side table. Okay, he's still sleeping.
He's still napping.
What else we got in here? About the guitar. The whimsical lamp. All right. This is very whimsical. Looks like cocoons. Like a cocoa nut. Or not a coconut, but a cocoa bean, I should say. Or is that what I'm trying to say? I don't know. See, it's getting late. I'm surprised you're still up there. There we go. I like it that it has a different ding. Let's put it in the corner. It might look nice in the corner here. Will it fit in the corner? Right there. No, now it's outside the window. Okay, hang on. Wait. I feel we can get this to work here. Yeah, that'll work. That's fine. And finally, we have a guitar. This soap is not harmful for a guitar, is it? This is totally fine. Guitars love soap. Sorry, I'm too many things to play with here. Ding, 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 ding. Give me the ding. Say the line, Bart. There we go. And the guitar will... It's so whimsical. I agree. I think we'll put the guitar next to the window here. That'll work. There we go. Looking nice. I'm liking it. Lovely room. And we're going to stop right there. Place furniture limit 4%. All right, didn't know there's a limit. I guess there has to be. Oh, let's go check out our trophies before we go. Oh, we go. You got there's the you're getting ready for bed. Perfect timing. There's the billboard, the truck. There's the washroom down here. Oh, the house. Love it. And the campsite. Fantastic. We're done. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow. We talk about what are we talking about again? Oh yeah, Who Framed Roger Rabbit. That's going to be a fun talk. And then after that, we're talking about scary movies and their love for scary movies, not mine. But it'll be a nice discussion about the fun of scary movies and such. So we will talk to you later. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.